Welcome back to Pathfinder Wrath of the Righteous. I've done a little bit of work off camera in regards to setting up the various buffs, and there's also one more thing that I have forgotten to do, which is starting a dialogue with Fane. You have to do that. We got ambushed by cultists who spoke of some bladesmith. I suspect you might know him. All too well, he was the one who tortured me. I don't know what specimens they wanted from you. Maybe they thought I had stolen something from them? Wait, I just remembered something. His voice turns hopeful. That bladesmith's workshop was just outside Eyes, right by the walls. If, Gorham willing, we are ever in those parts, I'll beat the hell out of that scumbag for all he did to me. Ha! Finding those cultists was a stroke of luck. I'm ready to leap into battle right now, just say the word. It's like I can feel this newfound strength. When you go to Eyes, make sure to bring me along. I've found the cultists' report on their tests. They say you were used to kill crusaders. What? You must have the wrong guy. I've never been friends with cultists. I would have remembered something like that. Maybe they caught some other Pathfinder and bent him to their will. Not me. I would have remembered. I wouldn't lie to you. I would have remembered. And now, if I go back to Finian and then select, is this, let's see here, what is this? This is a composite longbow. So if I now select a composite longbow, notice that this one, this is composite cold iron, ghost touch +1, and this should now be, indeed, composite brilliant energy Heartseeker +3. Ironically, this is better than the upgraded version. So, composite, that is for adding the strength bonus to the damage. Brilliant energy, it ignores non-living matter, but it cannot harm undead, constructs, or objects, so you should take that into consideration when using Finian. Where we're going, there are not going to be many undeads. Except for mine. Heartseeker ignores the mischance for concealment against most living targets, though the attack must still target the proper square. This special ability does not apply against aberrations, oozes, plants, outsiders with the elemental subtypes, or any creature specifically noted to lack a heart. But yeah, this is the new version of Finian. Now, I don't think I'm going to use him on Caledon, actually. I'm wondering if I should use him on our skeletal marksman. Because the bow for Caledon is basically just a backup weapon at this point. So like that. The Great Axe of Rovagug. Okay. We can't wait, I have to go to Darren as well. All of these are largely irrelevant. 30 days? We have to go to Darren and break off our romance with him. And if you're wondering why I have to do that, it is mildly spoilerish, but maybe someone is following along this kind of playthrough and might be around the same location and not be aware of it. If you do not break off your romance, Zacharias will eventually ask you to sacrifice your beloved. And if you don't do it, he will be very cross with you. You'll still turn into a lich, but you will not get lich the most satisfactory way that you can get it. Ah, you finally remembered my existence. Darren smiles mischievously. Our relationship has to end right now. I regret getting involved with you in this way. What a crushing blow to my self-esteem. Could it be that I failed to satisfy you? Darren arches an eyebrow. I want our relationship to end. Please, stop talking. Trying to explain anything will only make this situation even more embarrassing for both of us. I know full well how to handle breakups and rejection. Darren laughs grimly, but the bitter twist to his mouth is almost instantly replaced by his usual genteel smile. Was there anything else, Commander? No. And I'd rather not lose Darren. I mean, we could always romance Social. But I'm not that evil. Besides, we don't have time for it. The Queen will be arriving momentarily. And then all hell breaks loose. Or actually, I should rephrase that. All abyss breaks loose. Whatever. Is that done with? Crest is done. Get a belt, chainmail, or a sword sword. Yeah, a sword. A short sword. I'm going to go with a short sword. Last forces. Can we get that twice? No, this decree can only be issued once, but why do I have it twice? Issue that, and I think that means the Queen has arrived. Nope, it does not. Time to meet with the Queen in Dresden. There we go.
Greetings to the leader of my crusader host. I must admit, I was astounded by what happened to the Sword of Valor under the influence of your power. After arriving, my first concern was to visit the relic and pray before my goddess's banner, only to discover that it was no longer her banner. However, we have more pressing matters to discuss at present. I received regular reports about the course of your activities, and I wish to take a moment to publicly thank you, Knight Commander. Your victories as a military commander are undeniable and will not be forgotten.
The future of the Crusades... No, actually. Are we here to exchange pointless pleasantries or to discuss serious matters?
Patience, Commander. It was important for me to recognize your deeds. We will discuss future plans and military objectives later. Now, for the main purpose of my visit. The Hand of the Inheritor summoned me here. He believes that you will require my help when you attack the Midnight Fane. A Demon Lord temple virtually on top of a Crusader stronghold. No one could have predicted it. The sooner we bring it down, the better.
Covenant of the Inheritor? What is the Covenant of the Inheritor? Hold on. Right, so the Covenant is for romancing her, which is not happening. We'll have to give her the half of the Lexicon of Paradox. There is something you should know, my queen. I was in Aurelius Vorder's laboratory and I discovered part of the Lexicon of Paradox. It contains some information about the nature of rifts.
Oh my. This could prove very important. Even the merest hint of how to close the Worldwound will be useful to us. I will task my finest court mages to study this text.
Mages? Apparently not only I have issues pronouncing the words from time to time. I presume the voice actor didn't know what a mage is. You must consider the attack on the Midnight Fane to be extremely important, since it warranted a personal visit.
Of course. We reclaimed Dresden. This is a significant achievement for the Fifth Crusade. It was the moment when we proved that we could win. But we must take the next step. We must capture a valuable asset of the enemy. The Fane is the ideal target, because it will allow us to eliminate the threat hanging over Dresden and destroy a key outpost of the Abyssal armies in one foul swoop. That is why I am here, and why I shall be going on the attack with you.
What will your presence add to the assault on the Fane?
I don't wish to boast, Commander, but on my own I'm worth as much as a whole troop. Besides, I feel that I am needed here, and my blade has sat in its scabbard long enough.
What is happening in Mendev?
Calm. And by that I mean like the calm before the storm. We fended off an attack on Rosian, and since then, aside from a few skirmishes on the frontier, we have seen neither hide nor hair of any demons. There is good news as well. Word of the Fifth Crusade's victories is spreading far and wide, inspiring new volunteers to join our ranks. The Church of Iomedae has received a record number of donations, which are now being used to keep your forces fed and armed. We are growing stronger, and we have to believe that this newfound strength will be enough to win this war.
Would you like to attend my military and political council meetings?
No. I put you in charge of the crusade, and therefore I must trust you. If you want my advice, ask Lady Kenomi. Her words are my own.
Oh dear, that doesn't speak well for you, my queen. I am ready. The Midnight Fane will fall.
We must send the people of Dresden to take shelter, and you must inform all of your companions. The hour is upon us.
These are the guys we're going to bring with us, but I would like to have them in a slightly different order. Sela, Lan, Uljiv, Dunfix, Darren, so that I have the order I'm used to down here. And thus ends Chapter 3. Or rather, this is the final part of Chapter 3. You smell the tang of metal in the dry and warm air of the mysterious Fane, accompanied by a hint of rotting flesh. The hand of the inheritor ruffles his wings anxiously. The golden glow that usually surrounds the angel seems to have been snuffed out. A grim, distorted place. It feeds on foulness and breeds foulness. It's as if we have descended into the abyss itself. All the lands of the Worldwound are corrupted with its poison, but I have never seen anything like this. Why is this place so unusual? There is a rift nearby, the source of our troubles. The abyss seems to cling to the wound inflicted on the world here. What threats can we expect to encounter here? Demons can travel freely through the rift. We don't know where exactly the malevolent gateway leads to in the abyss, but we must assume reinforcements could appear from it at any moment to help the Fane's defenders. What's more, demons feel at home here in proximity to the rift. Spells that are supposed to banish them to their home plane will have no effect. Do the demons know we're here? Oh, they do, without a doubt. We are on their land, on the very threshold of the abyss. We also announced our arrival quite emphatically when we broke through the barrier. Everything is clear, I'm ready for battle. The Queen, who has been silent up to now, raises her hand in an imperious gesture. I have the following tactics in mind for us. The Hand of the Inheritor and I shall take a defensive position and try to, let's say, attract the demon's attention. I am certain they won't miss their chance to dispatch the Crusade's figurehead and deprive Radiant Iomade of her herald in one fell swoop. The Commander, your goal is to battle your way to the depths of the Fane, and find and dispatch the demon leader, whoever that may be. However, be alert. If you hear the sound of a horn, rally to our side once more. Together, we will break the demon's resistance and dispose of their leader. Then we will decide what we can do to eliminate this threat once and for all. As if replying to the Queen's word, a terrible roar thunders up from the depths of the Fane. Oh, that must be the master of the house bidding us welcome. If my hearing serves me right, that is the roar of a Baelor, the most bloodthirsty spawn of the abyss. Find him, champion, and may Iomade light your way. Wondering about this effect aura, I will explain. Okay, little humans, and you brought your celestial friends with you. Maybe you'd like to bow before the shrines of Tiscari, Baphomet and Nocticula, Our Lady in Shadow. Hold your tongue, demon. I am Galfrey of Mendev, the Queen and leader of the Holy Crusades. I have come here with my warriors to purge the land you have corrupted. Queen or not, you think I have a clue what you humans call each other? Crush them, you scum, or Darazand will have you for dinner. Okay, so this ring here is, interestingly enough, it's the ring that Waldriv is wearing. It creates an almost transparent silver lining that connects all party members in a 30-foot area, and while party is inside of that, everyone gets an additional attack of opportunity per round, and if an attack of opportunity was a crit, then the enemy is staggered. If one of the party members falls unconscious, a giant spider is summoned to fight alongside us for 3 rounds.
Cover me, all right?
Don't like that we don't have any.
Out of my sight.
There we go.
You crossed the wrong mongrel.
The hand certainly did its job there. We also have angels with us. Well, he's an angel too, but we have lesser angels than him. Monadic Devas. I don't see much point in using
Let's try this way.
spells on this rabble. I would like to buff up.
Stab you or zap you. Why not both? I will see to your demise. Attack! You won't survive me.
Collect all. Collect all. Collect all. I seem to remember that there's a place we can rest here. Because I did forget to do that before we went down here. I have redone the spells. So it's kind of
Another
important.
stopping place, another troubled sleep interrupted by the snores of my adored companions. Sela, could you perhaps sleep a little further away from me? A mile should do it.
Yeah, right. The snores of a paladin possess the magical ability to ward off all fiends. Didn't you know? My snores are doing you a favor, pal.
Well, TC 37 is maybe a little bit too high. We're at 12, so... Alright, now, before we go any further, let's just have a quick look at a couple of things here. So, Caledon has Strength 16, Charisma 26, with an armor class of 18 and an attack of 17 plus 12. Comparison, Sela is at 22 with 21, 16, 11 and armor class 29. Just to give you guys... Oh, let's take Dunfix as well. So 18, 19, 25. Now, let's do the buffs.
I am prepared.
In comparison, we're now up to 24. He went up to 29 armor class, 25, 20. Sela, 31 armor class. Woldriff, 29 armor class. Dunfix is up to 27 intelligence and 25 armor class. So I'm trying to steer us towards using the buffs more efficiently now.
I'll go ahead.
Honor Nocticula, Our Lady in Shadow, or you'll know the poison of her stinger. Honor Discari, Lord of Locusts, Usher the Usher of the Apocalypse. Honor him and feast with his army on the ruins of the worlds. Honor Baphomet, Father of Minotaurs, Lord of Labyrinths, Deceiver of Deceivers. Honor him and you will be like him, more cunning than devils, one step ahead of the gods. The altar is covered in the same symbols as the door in front of it, and it has 3 slots marked with the symbols of the 3 demon lords, Discari, Baphomet and Nocticula.
My tail is restless. This is my kind of work.
The door is sealed with magic. The symbols on it are the same as those on the altar in the center of the hall.
I'm here. Where else would I be? Pretty good, aren't I?
Actually, there was another trap there. A tall barricade of bodies spans the passage, and it gives off an ungodly stench. Huge ash giant carcasses are wedged between broken demon corpses and the tattered remains of mortals. Some of the bodies have obviously been here for a few days and have begun to rot, while others are dripping with fresh blood. They were slain recently. You heard trembling, wicked laughter from the other side of the barricade. You recognized the voice. It is the demoness Minagho. I knew you'd come. I knew you'd find us even here. Look, we have raised a barrow in your honor. Darazand ordered us to disembowel all the prisoners and any of his soldiers who dared to show any fear or not enough zeal. Woldriff looks at the carnage before him with wide eyes. And you're sure we can't just wait for him to wipe each other out? I don't fancy getting any closer to that thing there. Anyway, ain't it about time we call for backup? We've done enough, haven't we? Great. Not for the first time, the demons' blind fixation on destroying everything in their path has worked out in our favor. Yeah, demons aren't exactly renowned for their strategic planning. A tactic 1, smash. Tactic 2, Devour. Tactic 3, what Tactic 3? Yes, I can just picture a class in a demon military academy. Teacher, teacher, but if we break down all the walls when we capture a city, what can we use for our own defense after? And instead of answering, the teacher just bites the student's head off. How about doing me a favor and running away again? How about doing me a favor and just dropping dead? Minagho hisses, but despite her venomous words, her voice wavers. Where are you, you dumb beasts? If you don't want your body added to this pile, stop him! Or she does run away. I guess it's not easy being a Lily too. Woldriff's hotbar has been changed because I respect him, of course. Which means that the imp isn't out either. +9 dexterity. No, +4. None of these are really any dangerous. That came back. And this is not worth wasting spells on. But I think there is something that I want. And for the life of me remember what it was though. Whatever.
This will hurt.
Into the fray!
Precision and grace. Distract them for me.
I know
That's
the way.
that group done with. A barricade made by corpses. Fresh, by the looks of it. Now we can jump over this thing, but we're going to go in here instead.
This is my kind of work.
Get the door bug here? Apparently not.
Time to share your treasures. Cover me, all right?
I'll make short work of this.
Aim carefully.
Make every strike count.
The Inheritor, guide my blade!
A calculated risk.
To wait for that thing to resurrect itself. And then immediately die, thanks to our massive amounts of attacks of opportunity.
Something
Woldriff.
trap might be treasure.
Can you go into stealth?
Watch and learn. This is my kind of work.
Why do you have wings?
Pretty good, aren't I?
I don't think there's anything there. Okay, Scylla, charge.
Stab you or zap you? Why not both?
Siphon time. Will saving throw failed. Excellent.
Out of my sight!
I think we have some other abilities on this guy, Lamb, that is, as well. +1 on all attack rolls. +1 on all damage rolls. +1 on concentration. +1 to armor class. +1 to all saving throws. Actually, it's +2. Resistance. Damage resistance. That one can be useful. Oh, tiger. Okay.
You've crossed the wrong mongrel.
This is doubtful to do any damage. Oh, it actually did do 17 to the spider.
Distract them for me.
10 feasts of blood.
This should do it. I will see to your demise. You won't survive me.
There we go. Now this door will open up to the other side of the corpses. But the fact that battle started there is a bit of a problem. We'll just have to let it run because we hadn't opened the door. But it's not like these things are much of a trouble to us, except perhaps for the rock, which might be a bit annoying. Although I don't think so. There we go. Can we now open the door, please?
This is my kind of work.
Thank you.
Follow my...
There's a ghost. So heavy. Why are these bastards pushing so hard? Time to run for the hills. When I get to the barracks, I'll snatch the stuff I hid under the floorboards and flee. Or not. It's too late. Why the hell did you throw me in here? I was still alive. I don't think there's anything inside of those things. So, time to... let's see here. Ultra Arcana. This wall of purple flame can only be a planar rift, the one called the Gates of Midnight in the Lexicon of Paradox. Ah, yeah, it's this place. 2 Nalfeshnis. Gonna activate the little imp. I'm not going to do anything, actually. You're not going to do anything either. You, on the other hand, are going to cast haste.
Let's try this way.
The way I'm buffed right now shouldn't be much of a...
Endure this.
These should not be much of an issue for us.
Time to share your treasures.
Completed.
The nature of these crystals is definitely unusual. They don't come from the material plane, but the magic you sense in them is weak. And I'm pausing due to the nature of the buffs having a limited amount of time. You can see 6 minutes. This is one of the buffs that I've added. Specifically the part with the immunity to fear effects. Seela also has this one, Aura of Greater Courage, which means that everyone who is within 10 feet of her are immune to fear, which is something that I had completely lost notice of. So I decidedly redid the buffs. You can also see Caledon has a plethora of buffs now, Frightful Aspect being one of the more important ones. I don't think I need to cast both Frightful Aspect and Legendary Proportions on him. Also has Eagle's Splendor, so there's a lot of exclamation points here because they are overlapping and thus do not give bonuses. Some of them are lacking bonuses, but then the other people you can see that the bonuses are indeed there.
As it should be.
Carnivorous Crystal. Ugh, those things are annoying. Ancient Carnivorous Crystal. Well then. I doubt they can be tripped. Not sure how useful Feast of Blood is here, but I'll cast one. Well, one of them died, and it took half the health of the other one.
This will hurt.
And Caledon is a quite good tank now. Yep, changing the buffs definitely did something, that's for sure. The buffs that I'm using right now, I'm at a point where I might be able to play on hard or even core difficulty. And Omok's Befouler. Do I still have haste? Yeah, for 31 seconds.
Cover me, all right?
Forwards!
The light take you!
Precision and grace.
There's another one behind there.
Make every strike count. A calculated risk.
But it hasn't seen us yet. Is there anything else here? No.
We will be victorious.
I was kind of hoping to get all of them up here, but okay.
Stab you or zap you? Why not both?
I'll make short work of this. This should do it.
You've crossed the wrong mongrel.
There we go. Can I now get everyone up here? I'm not too keen on this place because the camera here is really difficult to deal with.
We are the light. They are the darkness.
That's true, Seela.
Distract them for me.
Do we still have haste? Yeah, but 2 more seconds, so this round... See what I mean with the camera? It's a bit finicky here.
Out of my sight.
There is a succubus here as well. Before the haste runs out. We want to stay within Waldriff's circle.
No glory without risk.
The attack of opportunity there was because Seela critted, I believe. Try to get the succubus.
Won't survive me.
That wasn't too easy though. There's another one. Who lost half her health just walking down here.
Time to share your treasures.
I will see to your demise.
Excellent. This is going better than I expected.
Into the fray.
Let's try this way.
Endure this.
I apparently scared him, the poor thing. Collect all. Am I going the right way? Now I need to go this way first. Okay.
Let us
You
bide our
seem a little scary.
Can we retreat already?
One of those mini bosses.
Cover me, all right?
Well, maybe not that scary. Apparently I used Enervation instead of Exsanguinate,
Make every
but
strike count.
Precision.
it's almost disappointingly easy, to be honest. We get an Unholy Long Spear and a Breastplate. But then we get a full plate of Spell Nullify. That is a very nice plate mail. Seela, what are you wearing? Wearing a Mithril full plate. We have armor class 32. Getting that spell resistance is very tempting. That keeps you at 32. Because this one is also plus 12 in armor class. Suppose we should be happy with that. Also, we could give him any armor at all now, really, because I'm using effortless armor on Fane. But I think we're fine for now. Is there anything else to loot down here?
I know the way. Let's have fun.
That doesn't really look like cultists to me, but okay.
I'll make short work of this.
I think our haste spell... No, it still hasn't ended.
Stab you or zap you? Why not both?
The Inheritor, guide my blade.
This will hurt.
It would appear that my mirror image has expired.
You've crossed the wrong mongrel.
But they're all scared. I have to admit I find it very amusing that I can run in and scare demons.
Aim carefully. Unexpected outcome.
Out of my sight!
Distract them for me.
True seeing helps.
The light, take you.
A calculated risk.
You won't survive me. Forwards!
That is the three of them dealt with. I think that's the end of that cave. Yep. Anything up here?
Break against our
Another
resolve.
ancient carnivorous crystal. Why couldn't you move? You are stunned. Okay.
I will see to your demise.
Can't exsanguinate it.
Into the fray.
Endure this!
There we go. And then we can head this direction because the exit is up here. So now we're in a different location than where we were. We were there, now we are here. We had to move through the abyssal plane to get here. I have no idea what that is, but we'll get to that too. Minagho again. Enemies at the entrance! Stop them, or your bones will decorate my master's labyrinth. Consider it done, mistress. Bring us their heads. So we have to go back to the entrance then? If I care about the queen, that is. Do I care about the queen? I suppose not.
A solid plan.
That thing did a little bit of damage. Or rather, that
Time to
guy.
share your treasures. Cover me, all right?
Okay, you can't do anything, so... Problem with fighting in thin passageways.
The Inheritor, guide my blade.
Make every strike count.
Precision!
Sealer took a beating there.
This should do it.
Die. Or not.
Attack!
Stab you or zap you? Why not both?
Ah, it's the door bug.
Aim carefully. You've crossed the wrong monk.
Okay, let's quickly loot. As the game recognizes that we're not in combat anymore, please. We'll go. What, Banshee's Heart? That's a glaive. Glaive. Isn't that what you use? No, you're using a bardish. Glaive is for
No mistakes.
Staunton, I think. I don't think we can get back there any other way than going through the abyss again. Although it's not that far. Oh my, we're at 51 minutes. I've completely forgotten the time. Being so eager about being here. But we really have to go back to see if we can get the queen. Then we can go out here. Pick up that thing, whatever it is. It's the Blizz. I'm glad I saw that. Let's go over.
Did it.
As it should be.
Oh, we could have gone that way. Yeah. It's hard to shake the feeling that the unmoving eyes of the statue of Baphomet are somehow watching you. Well, I think we need to wrap up here and continue in the next episode. But I hope that you enjoyed the episode. If you have any questions and or comments, then please feel free to leave those in the comment section, of course. And thank you all so much for joining me. I hope to see you all in the next one.